Well, earlier today, G7 leaders also unveiled some US-led plans to counter China's growing influence in developing nations. France 24's Sanam Shantyaei tells us more about what's been coined a strategic competition against China.
It's a central topic, and it's a rather contentious one, certainly behind the closed curtains. I want you and the viewers to cast your mind back to several weeks before Joe Biden was sworn in as the US president. At the time, Emmanuel Macron was at the helm of this campaign to push the European Union to sign these investment deals with Beijing, when Biden's team had made it rather clear that he wanted the bloc to hold back. Additionally, we know that Joe Biden has gone into the summit with this idea, with this hope to, as you mentioned, to get the international community to scale back and to see whether they can cooperate less with Beijing to bring down its influence on the global stage. Just to give you an idea of how much its sphere has grown, back in 1979, China's economy was smaller than that of Italy's. Today, it's the second biggest economy in the world. So get your mind around that if you can. So here we are today. The G7 leaders have signed this declaration. They're looking at this initiative that will oppose China's Belt and Road Initiative, which is sort of spanning across several continents, from 8 continents, even from Asia to Africa to South America and, of course, parts of Europe. And 100 countries or so have signed up to this. But it's one that's been widely criticized because a lot of countries, certainly the smaller ones, are now having to deal with hefty, unmanageable debt. So out of this, we have this rather catchy, alliterative name, this project that's been inspired by the US, the Build Back Better World, also known as the B3W drive for obvious reasons. And according to the White House, it's a bid to meet the need for infrastructure in low and middle income countries. And it doesn't come as much of a surprise, given that Joe Biden had published this opinions piece at early in June in the Washington Post, I believe, saying that that's exactly what they want to do. They want to create an alternative plan to that of China. Now, just to end with that, another element that Biden's trying to push these world leaders to put on their final communique that you mentioned on Sunday is to take concrete steps against forced labor across China.